Good afternoon. Guess what time it is? You're correct, 5:45. But that's not what time it is. It's springtime. Field conditions, I believe, are conducive to field work. What I would like to do today, this afternoon, is finally get started. Side note, it's almost Friday. Makes me really happy. Thursday afternoon, we're gonna hook up to the root slicer, Orthman SP 5000 to the 8345, which, beautiful, wonderful, amazing tractor. Batteries were dead, had those charging most of the day. Might have to switch those out. We'll see how late we work tonight. Working in the tractor continues to charge the batteries, so that's a very good thing. Get the feed truck out of the way. This beautiful machine we can leave right here. Love the 5830. I love it as much as my 8530 tractor, but I digress. Feed truck out of here, root slicer hooked up, unfolded, make a few rounds. The sun is shining, the sun is out. I'm getting over my cold and sickness, excuse me. And spring 2023 is here. Markets are terrible, but I'm super excited to get in the field, to work, to plant, cultivate, and then eventually harvest. Oh, I forgot, this is only like a 1-year-old machine. So even more excited. Let's go. Actually, that was like my 4th time. I practiced 3 or 4 times before I turned the camera on, so it would look like I got it. First try. This is a 3-point hookup, 3-point hitch. It has 3 points of connection to the bar or implement that I am connecting to. Okay, items on the list when hooking up the root slicer. We need to put these up, which I pull a pin and pull a pin and elevate these legs. Then I want to attach the 3-point with these levers. They go down, and what happens when these levers go down is there's a little attachment, just like that, that will lock that pin in. We will do the other side. Then I need to hook up these hydraulic hoses right over here into this port. And unfortunately, these hydraulic hoses aren't labeled. And it doesn't matter a whole lot right now in this instance if this one is in right or left, but it'll matter up in the cab whether the switch goes forward or backwards. And most of us farmers have a preference on which way that goes. Outback Wrap has hose markers. I don't have any on this right now. Outback Wrap, if you're watching or listening, can you send me a set of hose markers? They look like this right here. And you can see this is number 5A, which is left, and 5B, which is right. These always stay in, but I still want to identify my hoses. On most of my other implements, including my planter, I want to have these hoses labeled. Outbackwrap.com. They have been making hooking up easy for a very long time. I think since 2018. Get yourself a pair of Outback Wrap hoses. We'll get these pressed in here like that. Usually a 2-hand operation. Get the rest of the legs up. Close that one down. And then we will unfold this machine. All right, here is the hydraulic right here. For my farmers out here, what do you prefer? Forward is extend, I just click that button all the way forward and it will run continuous. Yeah, so my question for the farmers out there is forward extend, backwards retract, or do you prefer the other way around? Let me know. Even if you're a non-farmer, let me know how I should run or how you would prefer to run your hydraulics, because we can go either way. Every single time. It's almost like wiring a motor. I'll always wire the motor in reverse and I'll have to switch to wires. So that's why you need Outback wrap. That's why you need to identify your hoses. So got them switched around. Push that in like that. Put that down like that. Everything else is up. Should be ready to go. And here we go. Welcome to the amazing views of Nebraska. I hope this dip isn't too rough. Hang on. I typically don't, oh, who are we kidding? I typically do drive this fast while slicing. I'll get out here a few more rounds in a little bit and show you the goal, what I am trying to accomplish. I am not running, oh, hi Kale. I'm not running auto steer currently. I am just painting, drawing a map so I can see where I have gone, which is actually fairly easy to do. This video is not brought to you by Celsius. It's good stuff. Don't know how late I'm gonna go tonight. Probably not much past dark. But I tell you, I am so excited. All right, hit the brakes. We gotta turn around here. Hit auto steer, and so my tractor and tires will find the current line. Here is my 3-point hitch button. So I click that. That will lower my implement. Then I idle up. And then I push this infinitely variable transmission forward. Then I grab the steering wheel. It takes it out of auto steer. I turn the paint button back on, going 12.5 miles an hour, and then we stick it into F2 so we can really fly. That's a higher synchro range gear system. So I'm pushing for 15.5 miles an hour, but I'm only going about 14.8. which is all she's got, Scotty. Running at about 110% engine power. And now I will try to explain the root slicing operation, what I am trying to do out here. So what I want to do, this is a cornfield. I'll be planting soybeans. I want to plant my soybeans right in this row. So you can see where this old corn stalk is. That's exactly where I want to plant. This is heavy duty. Trash right here in the way, and it's going to make for a very bumpy ride for my planter attachment. So what happens, as you can see here, is a root slicer or root puller, root baller. It goes by a lot of names. But essentially, if this is your ground and the slicer is coming along here, these disc blades go in the ground, and they rotate as they're being pulled along, and they clip the roots in a nice little V pattern and throw it out the back side. So we get this root ball cleared out of the way. And then as my planter comes along, I have a planter attachment that will scoot these roots out of the way, and then I can plant my soybean seed right here, right in the row. So, fantastic operation. The operation goes really fast. I can cover a lot of acres with this device. We've done it for a few years and have been very happy with this style of farming. This is still a modified ridge till. I do have a little bit of a ridge out here, a little bit of a bump that I get to plant on. That gets my seed bed a little higher, so it'll be warmer, drier for germinating seed, and it seems to plant better with that as well too. So that's the operation that I'm doing. No wind in Nebraska. It's one of those days, one of those rare days. Excuse me. Not too cold either. Beautiful, beautiful day. Ooh, this is probably my thumbnail. I'll take a picture. I'll take a picture here. This will be the thumbnail. Beautiful. And that's the farm right there. We are doing bin and leg work. Can't see too much. We'll have to walk through all of that. That's going to be a difficult video to document the entire process. Do I do a bunch of filming and then put it all together in one piece? Or do I add it to the regular farming? Not sure what to do there. Or do both. Try to figure that one out.